guess I never like look back in a way that's that's easily misinterpreted or misrepresented. Yeah.
Can I also ask, what is your relationship with the girl in the photo?
What?
It's a meme. It's a meme. He said.
I don't
sorry.
know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
apologize.
know. I never met
No,
that
no, I
person.
apologize. I misread chat, and I
repost.
genuinely
Yeah,
apologize.
yeah.
That's
It's a
retarded.
repost.
That's my bad.
Hey guys, Simmons, I'd like to bring up a really light one real quick, just as a general one. Like, what was your feelings before coming onto it? So you realized, being picked for the fish tank, and then how did that contrast to afterwards when you got out of it and you're like, wow, that was, etc.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Before I go on the show, I was like, okay, this could be a great opportunity. Even though I saw some of the red flags in the trailer, and then before I came to the actual show, I asked the producer. The producer was very reassuring about like what could happen, what everything is safe, because I was very, I almost feel like I was in danger if I come to the show. After I see the trailer, I was like, what if I got assaulted and everything? So, and then so yeah. So
a lot of nerves coming into it.
The what?
There was a lot of nerves coming into it, basically.
So I'm curious, when you were outside of Letty and Vance's room, I think it was the last night maybe, and you were discussing the book. They had some questions for you, and you seemed nervous to describe what the book was. I don't know, what were you worried that they would find out about it, or what was your thoughts then?
So, was it last night that we were discussing about the content of the counselor book?
Yeah, I don't. Well, yeah, I was wondering because you seemed hesitant to describe it further to them when you were outside of the room.
I was hesitant because I don't want to disclose which camp that I went to.
Okay, you didn't want to dox yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want people. Just like spamming the camp, spamming the camp office or something like that.
But would providing context regarding the book would that really reveal the location?
Go ahead. What was your question?
Do you feel any sort of like personal responsibility for getting removed from the show? Do you think you did anything wrong or weird or like anything like that?
I think probably taking the baby was probably the last straw, and it makes me any of the
stuff in the books or any of the Instagram posts with little kids in them where you're talking about long legs and using sexual hashtags. There's like people in the comments talking about trading photos and stuff. You don't feel like that was weird at all?
Now that you mention it, it could affect the outcome.
Pretty weird.
It's
pretty weird, right? Like just in general, not even on the show, just having Instagram posts with little kids on them and like sexual hashtags and stuff like that. Like you could see how people would take that the wrong way, right?
Yeah, I also find like I know what you mean. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I can see how that gets misinterpreted.
Yeah.
At the same time, those posts are like pages ago. When was the last time you scroll back your Instagram page?
I mean, does it really matter? 3 times? Does it really matter?
It kind of does because
so maybe 5 years ago you were into children, but now you're not?
No, I was never into children.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I was never into children. Not 5 years ago.
So why did you post children in the sexual context like that?
Because it's a meme. Because it was supposed to be funny.
Posting kids with sexual hashtags.
No, it was
sexual pages and stuff about long legs and big boobs and like weird shit like that. That's a meme.
It was supposed to be a meme.
What's the punchline?
Well, it was a long time ago, and I was trying to see what worked or not. And I didn't know what to post.
Maybe posting children would be what worked.
No, it was just supposed to be about a joke about long legs. But
you had the winky face and the sexual hashtags and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a joke about long legs. Because nobody will want
It says juicy booty on it. Do you have any
joke.
comment on that? The joke is the juicy booty?
No, that's the joke. The joke is if you're an adult and you look at a kid with weirdly long legs, you're not supposed to into it.
I might find you and beat you to death.
Well, that was kind of rude. And what I'm saying, what I'm trying to tell you is, like, it was supposed.
Yeah, as you can see, it says been temporarily muted for that. A little out of hand mic. Yeah. So yes. One moment, guys.
Sorry, my bad. I went over the line. Sorry, man. I'm not actually gonna hurt you.
I'm just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page. That's all.
I don't think they are, man. I think if you thought that you would come in here and everybody would agree with you, and
I don't expect.
I think you made a grave error.
That. And now that I look back at the post, I do realize
it's pretty weird, right?
It looks pretty weird now that you point it out. But when I posted it, I thought it was, like, I didn't expect people to be into that.
Going on the show like this, wouldn't you think that people would be like looking up stuff like that? Like, isn't that kind of like you go on a show, everybody knows you, like they're going to be looking you up online and stuff? Did that ever go through your head?
I didn't expect that neither. I was expecting people to pay attention to my latest posts. That's all, And yeah, I agree with you. Like, when I look back on that post, I can see from your perspective, it could be meaning that that's something that I'm completely not interested in. And back then when I posted, my intention was what I'm trying to communicate with you.
People in the comments want to know, why did you log into OnlyFans 5 minutes after being kicked off the show?
I didn't log into OnlyFans.
Well, your OnlyFans said you were active within like 5 to 10 minutes of being removed.
Maybe I turned on my phone. I think it was in my browser. It was in my browser.
So you had your OnlyFans like open and ready to be.
No,
I think subscribed you on there. Do you have any?
I didn't even. Any
recommendations?
I didn't even look at it. Yeah, I opened it just for the memes. I just thought
seems like you do a lot of stuff just for the memes, bro. That's crazy.
I know. Now that I realize they're digging a hole for me. Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like there's a pattern of meme behavior here that is pointing in a dark direction.
Yeah, that was. I guess that was on me. That was me not getting the meme, and now I'm eating shit for it.
Do you feel bad that you've crushed John? And that he's like crying and ready to leave and having like a mental breakdown? You really destroyed him after you rubbed his feet.
Well,
and found out you're like a pervert. You're a weird pervert.
Well, that was not what I meant. Because he told me he was like.
Was the foot rubbing sexual in any capacity?
No,
or like any?
No, he works out a lot, so I was trying to. Yeah, I was because
You're trying to get him loose.
Yeah, I was trying to comfort him.
Simmons, I just have 2 questions for you. First one would be like, how old were the kids counseling in question?
At the summer camp?
Yep.
They were teenagers, and they were from like 8 to 16.
8 to 16. Okay, great. And the second question is, how are you gonna defend yourself when I try to ass rape you with my 5x9 inch black dragon dildo in public the second I see you?
Wow.
Do you have any sort of defense for that? Do you have like a shield or any sort of?
That's an ironic question. I'm not gonna answer it.
Could you explain these tweets for me? August 19th, 2019. Step 1, learn romance. Step 2, have lots of sex at camp. Step 3, write a guide. Step 4, plug the book on a TV show. Step 5, question marks, probably get kicked out of a TV show. Step 6, so many babies. And
What?
the one before that.
I didn't write that.
This is off your Twitter, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, that is from your Twitter. I saw the tweet before.
I
What?
never had so much consensual sex in my life.
That's not my tweet.
Okay, could you also explain the court case, the restraining order?
Yeah, I'll explain that in detail. I'm not gonna disclose. Well, you can. Well, I guess you can look at it. But here's what happened. The time it was filed, I helped one of my friend move, right? And then when I helped my friend move, she told me her landlord was like harassing her, and like her landlord pretty much took her money and never returned it and was kicking her out. So I was like, like, we got to get your money back, right? So I went there and asked for the money, and then he rejected, and then we called the police, and we actually tried to file a case, but she backed out. She didn't want anything to do with it, and then when we filed the case, the landlord, the slumlord, found out the address that we filed the case. So then he sent me a restraining order. Yeah, that's what happened.
What was the traumatic event that happened when you were 4 years old?
What?
The traumatic event that you mentioned.
If you went private to your Twitter to verify some of these tweets or not.
I don't even look at Twitter.
Your Twitter's private, so we can't verify these tweets or not. So it'd really help.
What did you say again?
So your Twitter is on private, so we can't verify whether most of these tweets are real or not. So what happened once you were evicted from the house? Are you home now? Are you safe? Are you still at the bus station?
I'm safe.
Where did you go after you were evicted?
Oh, guys, I'm not gonna disclose where I am, just so you know.
Yeah. You can be vague. You don't have to give
You can be
anybody
vague,
an
yeah.
address. You can just say where you went.
Are you at a motel? Are you home?
He lives on the West Coast, I'm pretty sure, so I don't think he's home. Which motel are you at?
Yeah, he's muted.
He's deleting tweets right now.
Yeah, can you guys actually hear me now?
I'm trying to take a look what's going on my Twitter. I like I said, I haven't looked down in a while. I log into sometime, but
okay. Well, here
I didn't even know that it was private.
While you're checking to see if it's private or verified or whatever the fuck you're doing, I have a question from the audience. This is from a camp counselor. They're asking, why did you reference an incident of providing alcohol to a minor and getting fired multiple times?
One more time. What's the question again?
Yeah, why did you reference an incident of providing alcohol to a minor and getting fired multiple times?
I think I read that part. I think that was from one of the blogs, and it's not from the perspective of me. It was first from the perspective of a different counselor. You said that. So the content you said was that a counselor offered alcohol to a minor, right?
You were the one that said it was another counselor. I mean, it's written from the perspective of yourself.
Yeah, because I think during that time there was a counselor that offered alcohol to minor, and then he got fired. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The question is why was that a reference in your book?
What do you mean by that?
I'll move in the guy who asked the question right now. We'll let him ask you himself. Yeah, he actually has the passage on hand. But you want to ask him directly?
You guys can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so yeah, I worked as a camp counselor for about 4 years, and I think that the aspect of reading the introduction to your book that really caught me off guard was yeah, you explained that, okay, so here's an example. A camp counselor provides a minor with alcohol, and then he gets accused of trying to rape her and he gets fired. And then the next segue into the fucking rest of your book is here's how to do it the right way. And I understand that that's in the context of here's how you get into relationships at camp, but I'm sure that, you know, both you and I know as camp counselors that that as soon as you step foot on that premise, the first thing that they ask you is, or the first thing that they teach you is, you have been given a lot of power over people under you, over counselors in training. You've been given power over like campers.
Yeah.
And if there is any form of romantic relationship, or you're providing these, you know, these people who have less power than you, even if they're employees, if they, you know, like if they have less power than you, then that is an abuse of your power. So my question is, why did you say, okay, here's how you do it the right way? And
I will answer that.
You shouldn't be doing it at all,
who is a responsible camp counselor, as someone who is a responsible like camp counselor, and how did you not, you know, make the connection that would maybe seem like it's
them. You're providing instructions. It's weird, dude.
Yeah, well, did that not seem like it maybe was a complete violation with the most important thing about camp, which is not abusing your power?
I will walk you through the thought process.
You're not going to camp to fuck.
I will go you through the.
No, you're going to fuck people.
That's exactly
same power level.
That's exactly
of the exact same
that's exactly,
power level.
That's exactly
but that's not the reason
what I
there.
was
You're there for
suggesting
fun.
from right.
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Speak.
That's exactly.
Yeah, I want to hear his bullshit code for this.
That's exactly the intention why I wrote when I originally wrote the book, and like I said, 6 years ago, my English was not like sophisticated, and even now, sometimes I don't understand some of the context. But when I say here's how to do it the right way, what I meant was if you even have the slightest intention to date someone, if you're a counselor, you want to date a counselor, or if you're a camper, you want to date a camper, like you want to be, you know, like you don't want to get like fired, right? You want to make sure that it's consensual and you know, it's okay.
Can an underage camper consent to that though?
Hey.
I don't think that's possible for an underage camper to
I'm
consent
going
to that
to
kind of
say
relationship.
that
Why would you
just said these girls are 8 to 16? What makes it okay and consensual?
0 and WizGod. I think that my point, Simmons, my point is that what I was taught is that it doesn't matter if it's consensual. It doesn't matter because of the position of power that the summer camp is granting you. So if you are not hooking up with someone who is, I guess you could say like laterally, like on the same level as you, it is immediately considered to be, you know, sexual harassment. It is immediately considered to be an abuse of power just because of your position. So there's that. And then there was also another question that somebody sent me, was that you have also in that position of power, you were granted, or you have an obligation to report, like a legal obligation to report when abuses of power like this are occurring. So my question is, where did you get, so if you were quoting a YouTube video or a website that you saw when you provided that example in the introduction of your book, was this from personal experience, or are you hiding the truth and you plagiarized the book from a YouTube video? Because you could save your ass right now by just admitting that it was from a YouTube video and you plagiarized it. Or, you know, we can go through the motions. I don't know whether you did or didn't, but that's...
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move you out after that question. Thank you for the question. So,
Thank you.
I'll answer part of your question because it's really long.
Yeah, I agree.
I think some of the content in that book were from like free content on like online blogs, and I think there was some content that's written from a different perspective than me. That was from like free blogs online that I collected, and
So not only are you a pervert, but you're a thief as well.
no, that's free. That's free content online, and I kind of collected them so that it makes the content full.
Why
So
are you
that
collecting videos of children and content about children?
no, they're not written from the
Why
perspective of
when you're
me.
going to camp is hooking up with people at the forefront of your mind? Like why are you
Yeah, I was wondering that too.
do that?
No,
like,
I didn't.
camp is a place where you have fun.
You don't
and
like
Guys,
fucking
experience
roast
magical
marshmallows.
whimsy and stuff. Like why are you like why is
I
don't
didn't
get
write this. I didn't write this at camp. I write this after the camp to warn people who are trying to do that.
you're
To
warning
stop
the
them.
Wow,
person
you're
to
such a
warn
good
Yeah.
guy. You're such a good guy
You're
warning
so
everybody.
virtuous, bro.
Wow.
It's good of
Did
you to
it
warn
happen to
people.
I'm
you?
not
Like,
I'm not
how do you?
holy enough to grace your presence right now. You're such a humble guy.
How do you know how to do it and everything?
Guys, if you guys, this is how you guys are gonna react.
Well,
I don't think.
you have to admit, like your book isn't written from the perspective of somebody trying to give advice, and if it is, it's some pretty shitty advice.
Well, now that I look back in the writing, that with the knowledge that I know, I can see how poor it is written, how like limited my understanding in English back then was, and that's why I'm coming on this to letting you guys know, because I can kind of see how it could be misinterpreted. That's what I've been saying this whole time.
So
And
what
I don't
book
know.
did you write
I don't
it?
think there's any lost in translation type shit here. Like it's pretty clean and cut.
Yeah.
It is clean cut for someone who speaks natively.
I mean, you're speaking pretty natively right now. I can understand
I
every
sound natively, but do you remember on the show
bullshit
that I
cope
don't?
you're saying right now.
Well, that's your perspective. I'm providing you my perspective,
Well, your
and
perspective is wrong.
it's well, that's your opinion. So if it's
Okay.
up to you to believe or not. So I'm simply offering my perspective. That's it. Nothing else.
Yeah,
So
we're
what
gonna
was your,
bring up some more audience questions to keep this going for a little bit longer. There's a lot of people that are queued up to ask questions. Pepino Spaghetti, let's bring you in. You're at the top of the list. Pepino, what do you have to say?
I have really a lot on my mind. Really, it's weird that you're saying that it's misinterpreted when you wrote the book. Why do you keep saying that?
because the way it's interpreted right now was not the intention that I wrote the book.
Right, okay. Well, I mean, you did write it, so I'm
I
not
did
sure.
write it.
I'm not sure what
I
kind of
did.
subtext you're
right.
expecting readers to pick up on there.
You're
because
right.
it's
You're
kinda
right. You're
clean and
right.
cut.
I did write it, and I do see how it could be easily misinterpreted, and I can see the way I written was very unsophisticated, and some part could be interpreted in a different way than I expected 6 years ago.
So why keep it up on Amazon then? Why keep selling it if you don't stand by the statements in your book?
I just realized now. I just realized now. Like you guys just told me today.
Weren't you bragging about the money you made per month on it though?
Yeah, I probably like it's
Yeah.
like about $100 a month.
So that's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah,
Well,
no point before this where you're like, maybe this is weird, or maybe I shouldn't be,
Do you have like any form of contingency plan with all this drama, or is it just like plug my OnlyFans, make the Jew-bucks?
Was that a question?
Yes. Do you have any idea of what you're gonna do now? Your image is kind of fucked. 10,000 people. I think more than 10.
Is this
I don't know
like
yet.
your damage control? This
Did you
Discord
think
is
that coming in here would would make people be on your side?
I don't know yet. I'm not here. I'm not here to ask anybody to be on my side. I'm here just
I mean, that's
providing my
kind of
providing my perspective,
Yeah,
providing
Josie,
my
number one,
experience.
Josie Cell. What kind of questions you got for
All
Simmons?
right, so I only have one question and one question only. You mentioned in your book that you're small. Just how small are you?
I'm not gonna answer that question. That's an ironic
Can you
question.
give us a rough estimate?
Kick him.
Like compared to average.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it really that small?
Next question, please.
Hi.
Tickle, you got a question? What's up?
It's
were
tiny.
you allowed to keep your fish
Micro
bucks, or
even.
were you scammed?
Oh yeah, did you get your fish buck money? That's a good question.
Oh yeah.
you paid
How
out?
much fish buck money did you get? If you did.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Well, yeah, I mean,
So
can you
you
give us a
didn't get
rough
it?
estimate? Yeah, did you get your money?
Not a lot.
Is
Not a
But
lot.
did you get it?
But
Yeah.
did you get it? What do you mean not a lot? Like, give us the number, bro.
Yeah, how much is not a lot?
Is it less
we
than
haven't
average?
figured out the whole thing yet, but not a lot. That's my
So
answer.
Sam didn't cash you out when you left. So you're
No, he
getting
gave
nothing.
he gave me some. Yeah, he gave me some. Yeah.
That's nice.
Just a tiny amount, maybe less than average. I got you. All right, we're gonna move Rent Boy
That's
in
fair.
to ask a question. Rent Boy, what's your question, my guy?
Alrighty, I mean, this is, okay, Simmons, are you familiar with the term, fresh off the boat? Do you know the slur, like being called a fob or something like that?
My understanding is someone who just moved to the USA.
Yeah, I think that's the correct term. We're gonna move somebody else in with a better question. Finmore, you gonna join? You have 5 seconds. There you go.
Yeah,
What's up?
hi. I guess I'm just curious of what, if you do watch anime, what kinds of anime do you watch, Simmons?
I know you're gonna make some meme about that. So I'm not gonna answer that question.
Hello.
Nah,
Wait,
go on,
whoa,
plug your favorites. Go for it.
What
Go
kind
for
of
it.
animes do you watch, man? You kind of sound a bit
Yeah, you're
hazy
getting a
about
little
it.
weird.
Well, any anime that I say, you're not gonna get me get away with it. So
You'd be surprised, bro. There's a lot of
You're
really
saying that like you watch stuff that's like inappropriate.
Watch
or,
some
like,
hentai, bro.
yeah,
What's your favorite hentai?
You're answering the
I don't
question
watch
in the worst
hentai.
way possible.
Well, what kind of anime are you into then? You can seem a little cagey about it. I just want to know. You might as well fess up. You know, you're already knee deep in Schitt's Creek. Like, let's get
I
nasty.
haven't watched the anime for a while. For maybe 4 years. Yeah.
Which one's
Yeah.
your favorite? Which is your favorite anime?
Like I said, I know whichever anime I say, you're gonna make memes about it. So I'm not gonna say it.
Okay, if you say your favorite anime is like Naruto, how am I gonna make a Naruto meme out of this? Yeah, it couldn't get worse than that.
Could you
man.
guys ask somewhat related question, please?
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
ask Fish.
I'm surprised anime is where you draw the line. All right, let's move Westy in. Westy, you have 5 seconds, my guy. 5 seconds.
Was Josie really autistic?
I don't know. We don't talk that
Wait,
much.
Westy, what's your question, my guy?
Oh, hey Simmons. I was just curious that one time where you were kind of on John's back, gyrating and massaging him, if there was any kind of, like bonding experience over that you felt, or was that just out of the blue, random moment that you would consider something funny?
It was not funny to me at all. It was just me doing friend a favor, just trying to help him relax because I noticed he was stressed out.
All right, so there was no underlying intentions with your moves towards John during your time in the house.
There was a point I saw a clip of you picking up a pair of underwear and sniffing it.
That's a good question.
Can you explain what that was about?
I don't remember that I pick up anybody else's underwear except the fishnet.
Was it your underwear? Because there's a clip of you clearly kind of picking up underwear and sniffing it. Was it your own underwear or somebody else's?
It's probably my own underwear.
So you sniff
probably
your own underwear?
It's probably my own underwear because I wasn't sure it was washed.
Well, the underwear wasn't in your room.
Which room was it? Was it?
Was it,
It was Moro's.
Maro and
Yeah,
Maro
Moro's
and
room.
Sophia's.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in
So
Maro's room.
I was in Maro's room. Remember? I
Right,
was
so
in
he's giving,
Maro's
giving a
room.
little sniff test.
I was
You're
in. I
seeing
was
if
in my.
Maro
No,
was
no, no.
washing properly.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was washed. Yeah, and then I
It
think.
stank. It had a crotch odor.
How do you know that?
Yeah.
That's what you said. You said it smelled.
Smells a bit like soy sauce.
Really? I didn't say that.
Yeah, Frank went in and sniffed them also, you know?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move Calcium in. Let's see if Calcium has a good question.
Hold on, I got a question. Did Damien threaten anybody, or did anybody feel threatened by Damien?
Let's leave those questions for the end. Calcium, you got a question? What's up?
Hey, yeah. Simmons, do you think the reason that Sam went after you was because he was projecting about having fucked a 16-year-old fan named Marky Thompson? Also, Frank, are you still fat and ugly?
You gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Damn.
I gotta respect that a little
I think
Yes,
somebody
I
sent
am.
me. I think somebody sent me that picture. I have no idea what he
You guys
did.
could bond over that.
Yeah, I think.
At least you have one supporter in here, Simmons.
I don't.
All right,
I didn't
let's
know
move
the.
FS
I don't
in
know.
here.
I didn't know that's his
I'm
history.
the
Yeah,
key.
I didn't know
Can
that's
I-
history. Yeah.
Can I defend Simons for a
Who's
second?
who's Eclipse? How did Eclipse get in here? Who added Eclipse?
I don't know.
We'll let you ask a
I
question, then I
think
can move you
X-
out, bro. What's up?
Okay, I know I don't want to ask a question, but I want to like defend Simons because you guys are making like serious accusations of him being a.
All right, FS, what's your question, bro?
Yeah, so I just had a question about the picture that he posted. So, what was the reasoning for the caption that you'd mentioned before?
I was trying to make it funny and trying to get attention.
Okay, so where did you get the captions from? Like, how did you know what accounts to tag?
I think there was a tool. No, I think that was. It's a long time ago, man.
I get it. It's hard to remember.
Let me. Yeah, because even when you asked the first time, I was like, "What?" You know, I was trying to think what was the context. I was trying to. I was trying to find what people pay attention to, and then, yeah, I think I was posting, the funny clips that I see, reposting them, and then add different captions to see what works and what not.
Simmons, I have a clip I'd like to play for you, and I'd like you to explain exactly what you meant by this. Can you do that?
Where is it?
You can talk to the kids you like, maybe kiss them, and I don't think the count on those social nights. I don't think the counselor will care.
So in the clip, you said you could talk to the kids you like and maybe kiss them. Do you?
I never said that.
Yeah, it's a video of you
It's your
saying
voice,
it.
bro.
It's literally on video. I'm watching you. It's your face. You have white earbuds in. You're saying it. I can stream it even if you'd like me to.
You
And
can't
can-
stream it.
Oh yeah, I guess I can't stream, but it is you saying it.
Can I take a look at the context? Can I take a look at it?
You could tag it in media for him and everyone to see.
Yeah, I can. I'll post it in media. Where is media? Okay, media. Yeah, I posted it in media. And in the clip, you're saying you can kiss the kids you like.
Do you like kissing kids, or?
No.
Well, I mean, you said you can kiss kids, so.
That's why I said. That's why I said I need to see the context. Where's the media? Is it on Discord or somewhere else?
Well, here I'll DM you the link personally, here, so you don't have to go through and sort all of the autists in there at the moment.
There's a lot of autists.
All right, I just DM'd it to you, Simmons.
Let me take a look.
Should be a Twitter link.
I don't see the Twitter link.
You don't see it? I sent it to you.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram, my Discord. It's Bezopassan, Bezopassan. I just sent you the message, man.
I don't see it.
If you click on Riz, what is it? What is
Yeah,
the name
you
here,
just click.
Rizzo?
Yeah, it's
Check
Wiz
on
Wiz
Discord. Check
Wiz
your
got
messages on
Johnson. Yeah,
Discord.
click me on the Discord. You can go to my
Oh
exact.
well,
game.
he's on his phone too, so.
I'm trying to find it right now. I don't. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see it now. I think I see it now. It's loading. What? I don't see the video on the
You don't see the video on the tweet? Are you?
I'm trying to find the tweet. Let me take a look.
What are you seeing?
Remember,
Right
he's on his phone.
I'm at the media right now. I just get to the tweet, but I don't see anything. One second.
Okay, I'm in media. I'm gonna post it again. I just posted it again.
I'm on the tweet. I think
Everybody's
it's just a
everybody's
matter of
posted.
loading.
I just sent it to your Instagram as well, so you have it in an
5,000
isolated
people
place.
see the link.
Working off fucking 3G right now.
I just see it.
He's on the
I'll see it
bus
on
to
the
Fall River.
Instagram.
Oh yeah, they're spamming it in media. So are you on the page? You loading the video? What's going on, man? I think he's muted. Maybe he's watching it right now. I would assume so.
No, he's talking to his lawyer.
I'm looking at it. Once again, I have to look at I have to listen to the video a little bit and then find out what happened when I recorded it. Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, like the
Need to
context of you
formulate
kissing
a-
kids. Right,
an
right, I got you.
excuse.
Yeah, how's everybody's night going so far? Going good.
Pretty good.
Pretty
I'm
good.
so
Finished my
high.
job, got paid. Made
Pretty
a few
dope.
stacks.
Nice, that's pretty good, man.
Well,
Yeah, I was just doing some fun documentation stuff, writing as you do for university.
I'm gonna have to hop off to take a look at this. I'll be right back.
Whoa, hop off, man.
How to not step over the line, and what's okay and what's not. And I was just
But
speaking from.
you did step over the line.
Well, I didn't know at that time.
How
And
did
I
you?
didn't.
How old were you when you wrote this book? How old were you when you wrote that book?
Well, I was 24. I was 24, but like, it
So
was
you
just
were
my.
an adult, right?
I was like, just writing my observation.
Right, and what was your observation on the situation?
That the kids were kind of trying to date each other on social nights.
And why were you observing children trying to date each other and kiss each other? Why were you observing that?
No, because they were just doing like I was the counselor on the camp, and they were like, and yeah, I don't know why that needs explanation. Like, it happens on camp, I see it. Like, why do I need to explain about that?
You see it and you write a whole book about it.
I was creating guideline for people who don't know how to do it, who don't know how to properly, if they're a camper.
Yeah, they don't know how to date other campers, right?
Yeah. That was the context.
That was sarcasm, by the way. I don't think that's a good reason to be spending this much time writing a book about something like that. I mean, we could sit here and talk in circles all day, but I think you still don't understand why that's weird and why that would get you.
I understand why it's weird now. I understand why it's weird now. Yeah. I understand why it's weird now. But at the time when I wrote all that content, it didn't seem weird to me.
Yeah, when you were 24.
Well, I didn't understand the context. I didn't understand why it was weird, and now I do.
Right. All right. Well, let's get into some of the book stuff. We have someone in here right now, unless they left. I think they left. Can we pull him back in? The guy who you guys.
Before we do, actually, Simmons, can I ask you? First of all, have you seen the Netflix movie Cuties at all? Do you know of it? Yes.
Yeah,
No.
that was a retarded question.
No. Okay.
No.
You don't
let's
know
get that-
anything
let's
about
get
it.
that book guy back in here.
I'm trying to.
You guys remember his
Going. What's his name? Fucking going. Something. Go into the 5D. Yeah.
All right, I'm looking for him right now. Sifting through.
Yeah. So many.
He might have left the thing altogether. We'll start getting some audience questions again then, though, when we start video streams.
Check the boosted questions.
Boosted questions? Okay. Oh yeah, booster questions. That's perfect. All right. Let's start at the top. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Who was the demographic when you made that meme on Instagram? The one that everyone's talking about?
Nobody specific. I think I answered that partial that question. I was testing out to see what works or not.
Right, but I mean, why would you post something like that without a target demographic in mind or some sort of audience that you're posting it towards?
Because I didn't know what to post yet. I was just trying out everything. I was trying.
Okay.
So with the meme video, I was posting to whoever's attracted to memes, right?
Right. You're attracted to memes about children.
Yeah, and no. The attracted to funny memes.
Oh,
and then
it's not funny, bro. It's not really that
I
funny.
can see that now. I just told you I was trying to try it out. I was figuring out what works or not. I think I answered that multiple times.
We get Tyrone up.
Yeah, we can fucking pull Tyrone in. Where is he? Oh, I see him right there. Yeah, I'll invite him. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, what's up, Tyrone?
Yo, can y'all hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you, Tyrone.
Yo, I am beyond myself.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm going Schwabble. Low key, I had a crush on Simmons in the beginning, but like, I'm going Schwabble with Simmons now, type shit. After hearing this, I was appalled. And like now, I'm disgusted right now.
Word.
No cap.
Reach.
We better Schwabble. Simmons, you hear that?
Do you have a question?
I had like a.
What's your question?
Me?
You got a question? Yeah, you do. You got a question?
No, I'm up here. I'm just
talking his shit,
sharing
bro.
my
He's
thoughts.
vibing, bro. He's vibing.
Let this nigga talk.
I mean, like we can bring other people up and shit, but like I'm here.
Okay.
We counsel play.
I want to make sure to include the Tyrone opinion. Frank, did you have any questions about the video now that Simmons is back in here? He's watched it and everything.
Not really. No, I don't think you really explained it well. I
don't either.
It doesn't really make any sense to me, but
I don't really think he's explained anything well.
I
mean,
would agree.
in my personal opinion. But let's pull some people in here.
I just told you. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to explain it. I'm gonna try my best to explain it better. Okay.
Okay.
The context of the video was providing guideline for campers who wants to date campers when they go to camp who don't know how to interact,
to tell children how to hook up with each other. Like, do you not think that like facilitating that in itself is like weird, right? Like, people shouldn't go to camp and be hooking up. Like, it's a thing that happens, but like, why is it your job to facilitate?
So you know it happens, but I don't like. My perspective at that time was like I don't want them to kick out of the camp or like step over the line because of that.
Yeah, but if they do that, they probably should be kicked out, right? And like, so
that's why I'm
providing
providing.
guidelines
That's why I'm providing the guideline for them not to step over the line.
But why?
Does that make sense to you?
But no, it doesn't. Like, why are you doing that? Why is it your place to do that? It's weird.
I think everybody have a responsibility for children to.
Why is it yours though? Why is it your responsibility to do that? Why are you
children to
autistically
have sex
fixated
at
on this?
camp and get away with it? They shouldn't be doing that. That's not what the camp is for. If they're doing that, there shouldn't be a playbook for them to get around it and get away with it, right? Like,
it's not a playbook; it's a guideline.
That's the same thing.
It's not. It's not a
You've
trick
just
book.
kind of been
It's
repeating
it's
yourself for the past like
it's
hour.
it's at that time it was I was trying to create value from my experience and provide guideline for people who don't understand, and I was trying to create value and prevent that kind of stuff happen, which is why I created the content. And I know it's hard to understand. I think based on my understanding now, and also looking back on the words that was written, it makes sense to me that it could be misinterpreted because I didn't understand the context. I didn't understand how people could easily misinterpret it in a completely different way.
So nobody in your life has ever told you that's creepy before this?
I already told you, one friend mentioned it to me. He was like, "Hey, you write a book about how to date at camp." I was like, "Yeah," and then he said something about he said something about do you think it's weird? I was like, no, and then he didn't say anything else. So like I didn't get a lot of feedback before this. Now I get a lot of feedback. So now I get how it could. Now I understand how it could offend a lot of people.
Do you feel like you're just talking in circles at the moment? Like, do you actually feel like you're defending yourself, or like, I don't,
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still here.
I'm not defending myself. I'm just offering my perspective. That's all.
Like, I'm interested in seeing how long this goes. I mean, I'll talk in circles with you all night, but this is just really interesting to me that this is the stance you're taking repeatedly. The stance is getting you absolutely nowhere.
I'd like to bring Frank up. Jonathan, check the mod thing. Some media I'd like to share with you.
I am not a mulatto.
Looking right now. Not seeing a message.
It'll come up in a moment. I'm on that premium internet service.
I see.
There we go.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, this should be posted in media.
We need confirmation, obviously, but you know what I mean, right?
I'm gonna post this in media. I would appreciate if everybody in this stage could spam it right now so that Simmons could see. Simmons, if you direct your eyes to the media channel, could you explain that image in media right now?
1 second.
Seems to be another meme you've made for Instagram.
Where's that at? I'm trying to look at that.
It's in media currently being spammed.
Oh, fuck all that. Simmons, what they got up in media, Simmons?
He's looking.
You gotta explain that
Oh,
Instagram post, Simmons.
fuck all that. Yeah, Simmons, hear that shit, because what I'm looking at right now is unacceptable type shit. Like, you really out here fucking with kids? Like, what is that? Go ahead and explain all these kids and what is they doing with
Could you
their
send the
hands?
actual link?
The actual link, yeah. Can
You
someone
on
get the actual link
Discord?
to that? Let's get the actual link.
You can't click on the
But,
channel, bro.
but go ahead and address it now while we
We
get
on
the link. For it. Go ahead
Discord.
and address that image now in media. What do you think about those sentiments that you posted? Do you still stand by that? Simmons, you there? You muted? Oh, I think Anthony's looking.
Yeah, I'm
Let's get the book guy in here, by the way, guys. Let's track that guy
I've
down.
been looking for him.
Okay.
Yeah, could you send the actual link?
Yeah, we'll get our
no, because you deleted the account.
Yeah, I mean, if it's gone, it's gone. But we'll get our internet detectives on this.
Could you send the actual link? I don't see. I don't think I said that.
I mean, you seem pretty forgetful of what you have and haven't said.
which is why I'm asking context, and I don't think I said that.
Yeah, there's the post right there. There's a link in media. It says, "That's gonna be my kids" right there.
Right, so yeah, that one was edited, but that's still a little,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was edited.
Still very sus.
Yeah, so I saw the last post. That's the last post. Let me see.
I feel like without prior context, it would not be as sus, but the fact that you're posting kids on your Instagram story that aren't even yours, like, over and over is kind of weird. It's, like, very weird. Well, here, now that Mr. Hassel has left, let's get some more questions going from the audience. Can we
Yes,
All right,
invite-
so where's the actual link of
gonna conversate?
that comment?
Yeah, if you want to reply, you can. You have a response to
Oh,
the post.
I don't see the post.
It was spammed in media. I mean,
That shit is literally everywhere.
Yeah, but that's not that's
now.
not the actual post. Where's the link of it?
the link is there. The link is literally in media right now.
In the media, once again.
Yeah, the Instagram link.
You're 5-7.
Yeah, so I see the post now. What's wrong with it? It's not. There's
There's nothing inherently wrong with the post itself. It's more so the context of everything else. When you compare it next to that stuff, it's the fact that you're continuously posting children after making the comments that you made, not only in your book but in your Instagram post.
Yeah, Simmons. Who are these? Who are these little girls?
This is a meme. This is a TikTok meme.
Oh, it's a meme. Can we get the video? Yo, chat. Let's go ahead and pull that video.
Here, let's get Snailman in here. He says,
Is it a video? Because there's like a little play sign on that.
Yeah, because that's not like there's a lot. Yeah, just
What is the video? Because like we can't see that shit right now.
Snowman. Yeah, it's in media, guys. We can't stream any videos in here. It's a stage, so
yeah.
Here, let's get Snailman in here. Can we turn on raise requests again, FX?
Just give him the dolphin roll.
Caption.
Dolphin roll?
Yeah.
I got you. There we go. You're a dolphin now. You should be able to raise your hand, Snail, to ask a question. You can't? Okay. Interesting.
Try joining back.
Yeah, try rejoining. In the meantime, let's look at some booster questions. Let's see.
Just a heads up, we can also right click on the username in that right panel, and it says we can invite them to
here's
speak.
a great one. Here's a great one from Near and Far. If you knew that you wrote
Yep,
something,
he's in.
here, let's ask this question real quick, Snail, then we'll get to yours. Near and Far says, if you knew you wrote something this sus and whack, why would you go on a show where the audience would find out about it eventually?
I didn't think I wrote something weird or sus.
Right. So in your opinion, it wasn't weird.
At the time of writing. Now that you guys point out and explain the context from your perspective, I can see how that's weird. But when I wrote it, it didn't seem weird to me when I wrote it with my limited understanding of English at that time.
Let's get to your questions now. What's up?
All right. Well, Simmons, I was gonna ask you, do you want to be shot in the head with a 45?
Oh my god.
All right, let's
And hanged?
let's move him out of here.
Hell no. Let's get rid of that guy.
He's a booster?
That's a booster. All right.
Time to get him out of here. Jesus.
My dude paid
Real, that's
money to
racist.
say that. My dude
Oh,
Hey, yo,
no,
Simmons.
that's
Simmons, can I
nasty.
ask you a question real quick? You hear me?
Yeah, he hear you.
Yeah.
Yo, what is your sexual orientation type shit?
I don't want to disclose that right now. Yeah.
Oh, that's top secret. I got you. Have you ever touched a minor?
No.
You be touching kids?
I got a question for you, kind of going off of that, Simmons. How do you feel your reputation has been changed after being on this show?
Oh, that's a good question.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
How
I'm
do
here.
you
I'm here.
feel your reputation has changed since being on the show? Hello?
I can see how some people can misinterpret my content. I can see how that it could take my social media to a different direction.
Okay, well, I mean, you seems like you're just kind of pointing out some positives here. You're not really taking a look at how this could negatively affect it.
I can
I
see
mean,
how
it's
I can see how
gonna boost
I
your
can see
social
I can see
media,
how
but not the way you want,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
I can see how it affects me negatively. But the reason I hop on this Discord is to, make sure everybody's on the same page about the content that was pointed out.
All right, FX, let's give boosters permissions to raise their hands.
Yeah, let's get them in this motherfucker because
Is that, I feel like
we
that
gotta
would,
dive into this shit.
that would limit the spam, but I do want to get
Yeah.
people in here to
Hell yeah.
I just saw a message in Central Intelligence. Frank
Simmons,
didn't know what he was doing.
if we link, because we gonna swabble.
If Frank wants to come back and squabble with Simmons, he can. But I think the general consensus is we're kind of talking in circles, right? So I mean, if anyone wants to provide any more meaningful questions to the conversation, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, we trying to figure out which way he swing though, low key. Like, I'm trying to dig
Tyrone,
for
I
some
know
information.
I know what you're feeling, Tyrone, but you got to keep it down, man. You got to chill down a little bit.
No,
do we have it set up to where?
yeah.
Yeah, they can raise.
Okay, so boosters, you can raise your hand and ask a question. I will pull people in.
All right,
from
guys,
the
I gotta
top of the
go.
list.
I gotta go. Thank
you
you
gotta
for
go?
listening. I gotta go.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening.
All right, this is your exit right now.
Yeah.
Any
Thank you
final
guys for
thoughts?
listening.
That's it.
Final thoughts? Yeah.
I offer my perspective. I don't
Thanks for
expect
listening.
everybody to
Nothing. You didn't
understand.
talk about nothing, bro. You said the same shit over and over again. You're gonna stay here and have a meaningful conversation. There's 1,400 people in this motherfucker.
How do
you
you
better
leave.
Expect
me to say something different when that's all I'm?
We getting people in this motherfucker to ask you questions because right now, like, it's an open floor for you. We going schwabble type shit. You better drop out. That's some bullshit. Like, we
I
about
already
to have
offered my
for some
perspective.
boosters and
It's
shit
up.
type
It's up
shit.
to you. It's up to you to understand or not.
What
I'm
you
only
gonna do?
offering my
Read another book?
perspective.
Where
Nothing
are
else.
you going? We gonna schwabble.
We're trying to understand.
Simmons, do you think you're gonna be deported? You think you're gonna be deported for what you've done by federal immigration
What do you mean?
court?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What have I done?
I mean, it
What I
seems to
haven't
me.
done.
What do
It
you mean?
seems
What I
to
have done?
me like an
What are you
investigation
accusing
needs to
me of?
be an investigation needs to be had into what you've done at summer camp. I feel like.
Yeah, and
Based off
we
the
trying to
statement
hear
made in
from
your
you.
book. Do you feel like you're going to be deported by federal immigration court after an investigation is launched?
I don't think there's any case in any court towards that, and yeah, I don't think there's any
I
case.
think after
in
the
any court.
events, I think after the events tonight, there might be some sort of standing for an investigation to be launched.
Okay.
Okay. We gonna schwabble Simmons type shit.
Where
Because
where
you ain't,
where
you
are
ain't
you
being,
right now?
you ain't laying it
What's
out
your-
right now type shit.
Where are you right now? Are you at a bus stop?
He
Or
said
are you
he's got
like,
to jet
on
out.
the
That's some
streets?
bullshit.
Are you at
On
your
the
house
set.
right now? What are you up to?
Okay, I gotta really gotta go. Okay, thank you guys for listening.